Hey guys, Snoozy here. I don't know how well the stream's gonna look or do. I do not really have very good upload speed ever. So we're just gonna do a quick little bit here, see what we can do, see what's going on. Oh, I do need to get this up and running though. Bear with me, it's been a long time since I have done the live. Almost there. I should have gotten this ready beforehand. Sorry about that. We will go back in. We're already pre-buffed on the Assassin. If you like this gameplay, I do have the guide up on my YouTube channel. This one is something you can get going very quickly. All you really do need is that Ohm Rune or the Chaos Claw, and you can get going. The Nat set is very cheap at this point. My mercenary will probably die from this. That is a caveat with this, is we clear so fast that the mercenary's constantly trying to run to catch up to us, which is normally fine and she'll normally stay alive. But the problem is these dolls, as you see, they die in one hit when we go through them, and then the mercenary runs through trying to keep up with them, and it's just not a good time. We haven't dropped any frames though. This is looking good. Well, I don't know how good the quality is. We'll look after and we'll see if this is something that I can keep doing. I'm really worried about the quality because my internet usually isn't very good. Our mercenary is just getting beat on today. We're gonna rebuff here. Spent too much time messing with the settings for the stream. But this build, very fun. This is definitely one of my favorite builds that I've played. I actually didn't want to play this for a very long time. I thought this would be really difficult for getting into because of the Whirlwind. I'm just so used to like Path of Exile and a lot of these newer like action RPGs where the Whirlwind is like following your cursor kind of. Whereas here it's wherever you click and there's no changing that course once you started. I really thought that would be harder to get used to again. But really, it's not that bad. You get used to it pretty quick. I do wish they would get it fixed to be like with Project D2. But it's not all bad. I'm sorry, get it fixed to be like Path of Exile. But this is totally playable. It's fine. Like I said, you get used to it really quick, and it's not a big deal at all. But if we actually can get the streaming to work and it doesn't look too bad, I'm going to have to keep playing with my settings. So I do know this is probably going to be pretty poor. If not choppy and or blurry. But if this goes well, we don't drop too many frames, we can start playing with our settings and see if we get this a little bit clearer. The big concern I have really is that my internet is not very good, and it'll change depending on the day and the time. There's a lot of times I'll just straight up lag out, and there's really nothing I can do about it. So we saw a call from the void, so if you see that and you're actually trying to gain experience, you should leave the map and try to find an experience shrine. Sometimes you can get lucky and find them, sometimes you can't, but it's usually worth trying to find one. At least I think it is. The other thing is make sure you don't TP your way back unless somebody else TP'd you out. You'll spend more time, most likely, trying to get back to where the Void event was than just back to the waypoint from the Experience Shrine. Alright, so we got it. Up here's the event. We'll spin by him, let him get started real quick, and then come on back in. You get a lot of good experience this, especially if you get Experience Shrine, and especially if you know you have a bunch of players in the game. If you're doing like a actual leveling run, it's worth it for everybody to get out of the map and go get the Experience Shrine. At least I notice a big difference with it. But yeah, so Neothek in the middle there, he'll just keep summoning skeletons and we'll just keep spinning around. With this build, you can just be really lazy and just hold down that right click and just let stuff go. And if you're watching this after the fact, after the live stream on the channel, keep in mind, if I'm live, I'm more than happy to sit down and talk with people in chat about questions about the build, thoughts on things. I like talking with people in chat, so if you have questions, don't be bashful. You know, come on, come say hi, and ask your questions. It doesn't matter if you're new to the game, doesn't matter, you know, if you got thousands of hours in the game. Ask whatever question you got. There's really no stupid questions for this. I mean, even though I have a decent amount of time in Project D2, there's still a lot of stuff that I don't know, or I didn't realize that they changed behind the scenes. So, the wiki is a really good source of info for that, if you can happen to find it. I do have a new video coming out. I think it's Monday is when I scheduled it for. I was meant to schedule it for Sunday, and then I picked Monday in the drop down, and I realized afterwards, and I'm like, Monday probably works too. I get a little bit of a break on Sunday. I don't gotta worry about the video and check it out and let it go. But this build is pretty relaxing. It's really just a hold right click and spin to win. Which is, oh, our mercenary died. Told you she'd be in danger with these dolls everywhere. They're spicy for, you know, an Act 1. They're spicy for everybody, but especially an Act 1 mercenary. Tiger Strike's gonna wear off soon. If you're playing this build, you really want to keep that Tiger Strike up. It really increases your clear speed. So we'll redo that real quick. The rest of our buffs, I think, will be fine. I'm pretty sure we'll clear the map beforehand. We do need to get our offhand Gnat's Claw repair. Oh. Yep, that's what I get for looking away. I think we can get our body. And that is a perfect example of why you do not look away when you are playing Whirlwind with dolls in the area. Because I'm pretty sure that's what got me. I actually wasn't looking at the screen, so maybe that's not what got me, but I feel like that's what killed me. Stygian doll, yeah. I also didn't bring my call to arms over to this character because it's still sitting on the Frost Nova Sorceress. I still don't think that would have saved me either, though. Let's see if we can get in there and get it. Yeah, we can. Now we do have to rebuff. Oh, don't kill that. Don't kill it. I want it. There we go. Well, that's unfortunate. At least, though, because we had that event, we didn't lose experience overall. One day I really would like to actually sit and try to get this to level 99, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. My attention span just is not what it used to be. But this build is really fun, so if I'm gonna do 99 this season, it's definitely gonna be with this build. Even playing other builds that I really like that Frost Nova Sorceress, I just keep wanting to come back to this build and play this and keep improving it. I'm still trying to get the two-socketed Gnat Helm cannot be frozen, but it's just not happening. Luck is not with me here. Close to being okay. I don't know how long we're gonna go on the stream today. Like I said, I don't know how good the quality is. I need to sit down and look at it and definitely tweak my settings. But we'll do a couple maps. Mercenary died again with these dolls. I really should read maps before I just start slamming them. That way I don't have to deal with the dolls. But I don't know. I go the Path of Exile route of Alk and go. So I'll just make the rare map, not even read it, and then immediately just slam it and go. Which can lead to stuff like dolls, which are really annoying. I think dolls are really the only thing that I die to, though, with this build. And that's more of me just not paying attention. Run walk. We'll take up res run walk. Actually, do I have a poison slot open? That's hit recovery. What's my hit recovery at? I know it's going to be low. That hits a breakpoint. We'll keep it. My resistance is capped. Not, because I moved all my stuff to the sorceress. I need to move my stuff off the sorceress back onto this character. Ring, energy attack, okay-ish, I guess. 17, I'm not going to bother keeping it. Fenris. Ward rolled poorly, we'll just throw it on the ground. This stuff away. I need to organize my maps again. I've just been shift-clicking in everything too much. I have maps rolled somewhere. There we go. Really wish they'd fix this. It's really annoying trying to get the shadows to cast everything I need them to. Let's see here. 1 second. Alright, we're good. Mercenaries back up from the dolls. Hopefully this map doesn't have dolls. It does. Cool. Again, this is why you should read your maps before you just randomly slam them. If you're paying attention, dolls really aren't a problem with this build, other than they'll probably kill your mercenary once or twice. Like, she's probably going to take a lot of damage running through that. But really, I mean, once you get like the full nat set, your Chaos Claw, you know, you're a decent level, you should be able to run through. Those are kind of nice to have for spares. And I like this map. This map is very easy. It's probably the easiest map, I think, maybe, even for like other builds, short of like if you have immunity issues on the build here. It does have some high resistances for stuff. But like if your main damage isn't like immune in here, it's probably one of my favorite maps. I really like this one, especially on this build. I like a lot of the maps like this with like the corridors. It's like what, River of Blood I think's like this. Flanagan or whatever one. It starts with a P. I think it's a tier 3 this season. It's like in the River of Flame the whole way with the Venom Lord as the boss. I like that one too. That one can get a little spicy. Halls of Torture. I like that map. It can just get annoying with the Hydras everywhere. For some builds. Like I liked running that for the most part on the Hydra Sorceress. But with all the Hydras, it just really made it annoying with the energy shield and getting pinged by the Hydras constantly. Light belt. Especially if like the Hydra Sorceress doesn't really have a good way of getting life and mana back, since she can't benefit from the mana and life after kill unless you like get the last hit with like your fireball or something. But we don't really build out fireball on that build, at least in my build I don't. Sewers is another fun one, but does have poison immunes. Luckily though, the poison immunes are just the bugs, so you can still kill them pretty good with just physical damage. Ooh, rooms like this can always get spicy. Pretty sure these ghosts function the same as the Arcane Sanctuary, which is nice to have them in maps. The reason the Arcane Sanctuary ghosts are so nice, and I'm pretty sure it applies here too, they have such a low like quantity of items that they can drop. So when they do drop something, it's usually runes or accessories like rings and amulets. It's a big reason why Arcane Sanctuary is like so nice to farm. And we are 100% due for a high rune. It's been a hot minute since we got any. Oh, our shadows died. The shadows aren't buffed, but they're around at least. One of the downsides with this build is you just go so fast, it almost feels bad to stop and loot and pick stuff up. Large charms are like one of those things that I should probably be picking up, but I just never do. Eye socket of Berserker Axe. Not terrible. Yeah. Those dolls are just destroying my mercenary and shadows as they run their best to keep up. I really wish they would have made it, it probably would have been, it would, actually no, it probably would have been very overpowered. But I wish the shadow clones and warriors and stuff could whirlwind as well. But I just, that'd have to be broken. Especially with the way, because like, they changed, I'm pretty sure, let me go back for that. They changed the way Venom and Open Wound, I think Open Wounds worked. Like, everybody applies like their own instance now of the debuff. That would hurt. So like, if all the shadows are also putting up all of their Venom with the whirlwinds, which I guess they're kind of already doing with the blade shield anyways. Maybe it really wouldn't be that broken at the end of the day. I don't know. I still want to see it. I think it'd be lolzy to see them flying around. There's so many assassin builds too that I want to work on. I'm usually a sorceress main, but I played sorceress since the 08 days. Lightly in 08. Used to play Amazons heavily in 08 and then switched to sorceresses near the end into 09, and then from there on it's been sorceress. But assassins have been growing on me a lot, especially in Project D2. I really like the martial arts redesign. Even on D2R, the Christmas tree build. Oh, it's been so long since I played D2R. I'm trying to think of what those claws are called. They're the new ones that were added only in D2R to where your charges aren't expended when you kick or something like that. So you just stack up like all of the charges. Man, what are those claws called? I just cannot think of that. But those are a really, really fun build on D2R. Pretty sure I have a guide on that, so if you're a D2R player, I think it's on my channel somewhere. I'm fairly confident I did. There's a Ko rune. I have never found so many Ko and Lem runes in my life compared to this ladder. I find them all the time. There are ladders I've ended and like stopped playing, and I've legitimately found like 1 or 2 Kos and like no Lems. But here, I'm finding a ton of them. And I realize I need to get a quieter keyboard. I'm having a heck of a time trying to get my keyboard to not be picked up in the mic. I know that's annoying. It annoys me when I watch my videos back. I need to get a new keyboard. I just haven't done it yet. I like to keep these because they are maximum 4 sockets. You can just take them to Larzik and get a 4 if you need a quick base for like Infinity or Insight or something. What was I doing? Oh, I have a 4-socketed Thresher on this guy too, huh? What do I have in here? It's been so long. Oh, I do have a Fire Facet, okay. I need more of these. They're so expensive right now, though. Am I gonna run out of maps? No, I have more. Okay. Where are my maps? Oh, here. Hey, no Stygian. Come on, cast Blade Shield. Thank you. If you guys know of a trick to get them to buff themselves like the first time, please let me know, because that drives me insane. I don't. Maybe the trick is just to put the buffs on my right click and then hop in a map. Maybe it'll cast them on themselves that way. Maybe that'll be easier. I don't know. Maybe I should try that. It's not like it really matters too much at this point. I mean, we clear pretty quick before they even really catch up. I like this map. It's just nice. You can turn your brain off for a little bit, hold right click, be the best there ever was. And it's still it's only a T1 map, sadly. I believe they change a lot of this like during the seasons. So hopefully this one next ladder can get like a tier 3 or something. But do they change all the maps? Now I'm thinking about it, I feel like this has almost been a T1. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they don't change the maps. I thought they did. Maybe I'm just confusing that. Yeah. How you doing today, Andy? I mean, the nice thing with it, though, is that, like, it doesn't matter too much on them buffing. It's just nice. They kind of get these stragglers, because I don't go back for every single little straggler. Natalia's mark for Ist. Was the mark the claw? I didn't even realize I still had the claw. If you change skills and scroll through the buffs and leaves it when it's on right click. Yeah, that does make sense. Wait, did I give him the wrong name? I didn't even give him the name. Probably helps if I do that, huh? Oh, I guess I do. Bear with me while I switch to my trade section to delete this out before somebody else wants it to. There we go. Man, that could have been 2 to Necro. That could have been nice. Have you played this build at all there, Andy? Did he say something else? No. Okay. Oops. But yeah, this season, this is by far my favorite. I actually did find a Tyrael's Might. Well, depends on how you define find. I got Tyrael's Might off of the Geet event. And that's the first time I've ever got one. And I was so tempted to go and finally just make a physical Amazon. I made one last season and got like the bare minimum of getting it up and running. It was a lot of fun. And then that Tyrael's Might dropped, or I gambled, and I was I actually made the character and started leveling it. But I could not find somebody to G-rush it, and I didn't feel like leveling it. And it's still sitting there. 91. Are you doing the full Natalia set, or did you go like the more physical hybrid set with like the Tyrael's or is it Tyrael's Might? No. Yeah, Tyrael's Might. Yeah, Tyrael's Might, I think, is the blue one. Ooh. Grand Tron. I've actually found a decent amount of skillers and lifers this ladder. I've had really good luck with stuff. But at some point I should probably migrate to Tyrael's Might armor and then get out of the Natalia set, get the amplified damage claw on my offhand. I don't know. For me on this build though, it's just hard to keep investing all of that currency because like the Nat set just works so good. Plus, it makes you look awesome. I absolutely love the way the Natalia set looks on here. I was really disappointed with Project D, or not Project D2, D2R. They did the bone helm so dirty. I hate the way it looks on there. Which is a shame because everything else looks so pretty. And yeah, the nat set's nice because it is so cheap. It is a little bit of a pain, like, if you're ahead of the game, like, on ladder launch, trying to get that set up, though. But on ladder launch, I would probably stay traps the whole way until I get my Ohm or my Chaos Claw. Yeah, honestly, I would say the best way to play it is you put the Tyrael's Might on and you get rid of the nat set once you have the money. If you really want to go, like, all in. Tyrael's Might's just insane. The more I play this build, the more I go, I need more movement speed. I haven't hit the point yet where movement speed just doesn't feel beneficial. Yeah, if you go with the Tyrael's Might, you break your nat set, obviously. But the Tyrael's Might gives you a lot more of the physical damage portion because it's percent damage to demons and undead, which is the majority of the types in the game. There are some typeless that usually are just like beasts. But your Venom should take care of those, no problem anyways. But the Tyrael's Might, I think it's 45%. Ooh, that's why we're slowing down. No Tiger Strike on there. Really important to keep that Tiger Strike up. And our burst speed's going to wear out too. We should rebuff. Sorry, Tyrael's Might, it's really nice because it has that enhanced damage for demons and undead. And then you get the Cannot Be Frozen, which is huge, so you can drop a Ravenfrost. And you also, I believe it's 45% movement speed, which is huge. It's almost like having another pair of boots on. But your movement speed is going to have diminishing returns. Oh, I need to look at the chart. I think it's around 100% you start seeing diminishing returns. There's a chart out there on the internet somewhere. I probably should have linked that in the video. That probably would have been helpful. Or diminishing returns where you'll start being like, I don't know if it's really worth all of the currency trying to get there. But yeah, with the Tyrael's Might, you can drop the Ravenfrost. Since you're breaking the nat set anyways, you can pick up a claw like this. This is a low one. You want more ED on it. This one's just nice because it repairs 1 durability and it cannot be, and it's ethereal already. But you really want chance on hit to cast amplify damage. That's a big upgrade, especially once you start switching to a little bit more of the physical side. And then the helmet, G-Face is pretty good. I'm trying to think of the other helmet that people do. For the physical one. It's been a hot minute since I looked at the physical builds. Area, Minions of Destruction are annoying. That guy didn't do it. Hello? There we go. There. Veil of Steel. Yep, that's another one people use. Yeah, I always forget a Veil of Steel on Project D2. It's a really nice helmet. I'm also surprised I haven't seen more builds using the belt I have on. Pretty sure it's a new belt. I don't remember seeing it before this season. What was it called again? This one, the Sigurd Staunch. It just seems like such a ridiculous belt. I know people like the Dungos and stuff, but man, I don't know. I've never really been a big Dungos fan. I kind of like String of Ears better usually, I think. It's definitely, Dungos definitely aren't a bad belt. Like, they're obviously good, but I don't know why. I just never been a too big of a fan for them. Oh, Andy, since you're here, I've been meaning to ask, how is the quality? My internet upload is always bad, and I've just been playing around with the settings. I feel like it's probably blurry and not in a good resolution. Is it at least, like, watchable out there, or is it, like, bad? Anyone else out there can answer too. It's not just for Andy. He's just been chatting. I don't even remember what is on my mercenary. Oh, Vampire's Gaze. I really should put something in there instead of just leaving 2 open sockets. That wasn't ethereal, was it? No, that'd be too good if it was ethereal. I don't think I had that gaze when I made the video. I think I found and slammed that. River of Blood. We'll take a Turn. This map owes us a high rune. It's been so long. Kinda pixely. I think I could turn it up today. The problem is my internet shifts like all the time on what I can do. Once I'm done streaming, I want to go back and look at it myself and kind of see how it is. Try to tweak it a little bit, see if I can get a better quality out of there. Because my latency in-game isn't bad right now. No, I don't. I mean, can you kill Declone with this build? Probably if you're good. I'll be honest, I haven't killed Declone on Project D2 ever. I'm not a big bossing person. I just like mapping. If you want to do bossing though, like with your Whirlwind Assassin, you're gonna be better off going that expensive physical build. I don't think you would need Tyrael's Might for Declone. Again, you probably want to talk to somebody that actually does bossing, but I don't think Tyrael's Might would be a requirement for it. Let me clear these. You're not gonna want to spec. You won't want to spec Venom, I don't think, for Declone. So you won't want to do this. You're gonna go Blade Sentinel, max these 3, and Claw Mastery, at least. This is, I believe, one of the better bosses in the game, bossers in the game. But I don't think Venom is good for bossing. But again, I'm not a bosser. You probably should talk to somebody else about that. But I personally wouldn't go Venom if I was trying to actually boss. Now, with the Venom build, I do Uber Ancients, all 3 of them. It can get a little dicey sometimes if you stand in like that lightning cage that like I think it's the throwing guy does. I forget his name. That will do a lot of damage and really hurt, especially if you don't fix your resistances like I haven't. Yeah, you also need to know the mechanics too of the Declone. But I am fairly confident if you go the physical version with the Blade Sentinel and Blade Blade Fury, you can boss. I'm pretty sure that's a good build. I'm sure somebody else out there has a video on assassins doing it, and I would guess that's what they're doing. But I don't think you would need Tyrael's Might. You could probably put like a Fortitude or something. I think Fortitude works with that build. That's like another build that I haven't done that I really should. I usually do Whirlwind. Well, I guess usually I don't do Whirlwind. Usually I do Traps or Phoenix Strike on my assassins. This is like the first season that I've really decided to go back into Whirlwind. And it's really fun for mapping. But I don't know. You could probably do Declone with this. I just really wouldn't recommend it. I don't think it's worth your time or the chance. You got to keep in mind, this is a budget build, really, at the end of the day, with more that you can put into it in the shape of your facets. That's why Tiger Strike is off again. I wish Tiger Strike had a longer duration. I get sidetracked and I just never notice that, like, it's fallen off. And then I'm like, why am I killing so slow? Oh, we leveled a long time ago. I don't even have my spirit out. We literally did half a level. Or no, I died. Remember, I wasn't paying attention. I died to the Stygian dolls I was standing on while talking. That's why I didn't have my spirit out. That makes sense. Yeah, Whirlwind I don't think's a bossing build. Like I said, probably can be done, but like if you go the Blade Fury route, you can still use Chaos Claw and Whirlwind and maps, no problem. You're just physical instead of Venom. Yeah, it'd be nice if it didn't proc itself as well. It'd be really nice if I could Dragonflight and not use the charges, honestly. I don't know if that breaks some other builds out there, like if they're builds that just build it up and then do a big Dragonflight. But I would just rather have Dragonflight so I could like cross the gap and not have to rebuild up my Tiger Strike at the end of the day. I would also like to see in-game somewhere where it actually tells you that Tiger Strike affects Whirlwind. I don't know if I'm missing it or if it's just not there, but that seems like a swing and a miss. Like, I know it's on the wiki, and I know a lot of people know it, like, it's in guides, but I don't know. I'm a big fan of, like, being able to see how mechanics work together in-game in some way. Like, kind of like how the synergies work on, like, the skills page. You can see, oh, if I put into Cobra Strike, my Venom gets stronger. But it's not a synergy. It doesn't increase the damage. It increases the range. I guess they could probably change the text to say it increases the range or something, but I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know how much dev work that is. Maybe it's just not worth it. Spirit Keeper. Are there any builds that actually use Spirit Keeper? Because I feel like this would be a fun build. Oh god, my stash. 7% magic find. Not bad. The build that deals with immunity so well. I mean, you could still put a point in Venom. So if you max 3, 4, that's only 80 points. The other thing is, though, I think if you're keep in mind, I haven't built this. I don't know for sure. I feel like you use Trap Grand Charms if you're going to go this route, though. Rather than the Shadow Grand Charms. Do they use it for bossing? That is pretty cool. I gotta step away for 1 second. I'll be right back. I don't have my fancy screen set up, so you just get to look at my assassin standing here. I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Saturday laundry day. Oh, we can store some of these. We'll just run the sewers. It's fine, I guess. Actually, no. I would rather roll that for better for a different build. I'm not going to do that. Nope, those are flat ones. Wonder if they fixed that bug yet to where I can be putting them all in the same one again. Let's go here. Are we out of them? Ugh, I should have rolled these before I went live. We'll just roll the 7. I don't feel like running all the way to Anya to roll more. Oh, these are all bad. Oh, they are all bad. Really? Fine, I guess. I don't want to deal with dolls. Saw that on that one. Oh, I'm guessing dealing with dolls. 57, we can do better. It's fine, I guess. Got 75's fine. Don't even know what that one was, but it had a high density, and 74 is fine. Take these out. These away, take more on that one. These can go here. Put the rolled ones. Actually, I think they would have had to fix that because I had these ones in my other map and that wasn't bugging out. Gotta make a new game. No, I need a new game now. Is it 12? Almost 12:30. Not quite sure what time I have to go today. Ooh, we get cows in this map, huh? I didn't look at the mods again. I don't know if this one's spooky or not. I feel like it's probably not. Are cows even good experience at this point? I feel like the minions of destruction probably are. They're just kind of annoying. I think the minions of destruction are new. I don't remember them last season. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Was that Oathkeeper or whatever that Fireblade is? It's not bad, I guess. Look at those unidentified tri-res boots. And a storm shield. We'll go get it, don't worry. Just doing my loop. Small charm. I should start keeping world stones on me so I can slam stuff. Instead of having to haul all the way back. How did it roll? Nope, not tri-res. That's garbage. 48's fine. 25 strength. Ew. Only 23 physical damage reduction though. We'll slam it. Yeah, I don't have a world stone on me to slam it right now though. I should probably start doing YouTube shorts, but I don't know what is interesting for a YouTube short for Diablo. I don't know if like you guys like YouTube shorts of just slamming stuff, or like what kind of like YouTube shorts do people actually want or watch? I don't even really watch YouTube shorts myself. Bone Visage, we'll take that. I think this game wants me to roll physical Boson. Bone Visage, Tyrael's Might. Found 2 Templar's Mights for the Mercenary. I do not have the currency to deal with making a physical one right now without taking apart the Nova Source. Or Frost Nova Sorceress. Which that guide, if you're interested in a Frost Nova Sorceress guide, will be coming out Monday. So 2 days from now, and I think I did 1 p.m. East Coast time. Keep in mind, it is not a budget build. That build is extremely expensive, and the items shown in it are not even enough. There is more you need for the build, which we discuss in the guide. I'm just not going to be going that far with it. And it is not a meta Frost Nova build. It is using Skull Collector, so it will not be the fastest clear. Fastest clear is probably Mangsong. Maybe Fathom? Actually, I don't know. Probably Mangsong still, probably the fastest. Fathom with the Medusa with some crazy slams was probably pretty good too. That's how I would normally build it, but I got the Skull Collector, and I've been meaning to make a build with the Skull Collector for a very long time now. So I did. It's fun. Definitely not meta. Definitely extremely expensive. I think I got like 6, 7? No, higher than that. 10 high runes in just the Mercenary, maybe. What can we get rid of? These didn't go. These are crap. That's bad. It's okay, but I'm not going to keep it. That's not good. Put that there. Was I trying to pick up a charm? That's garbage. Tiger Strike's going to run out. Really make sure you keep the Tiger Strike up, or you're going to have a bad time. Oh, looks like we have the boss. Where is he at? Where is he? Oh, right here. Okay. Where'd he go? Oh, he's tele-slammed. Okay, he's dead. Put a TP up, get that World Stone, finish clearing this out. We'll come back and do that map. Might as well rebuff. There we go. Hopefully the quality is at least watchable. It's the one downside with living where I live is I just cannot get good internet out here, and it is infuriating because I really would like to do live streams more, like being able to interact with people and answer questions and all that fun stuff, but internet out here is just so bad. Actually, in fact, the Frost Nova Source video ends abruptly because my internet actually drops mid-map. I did not die in that though, even though my internet dropped. She just stood there tanking stuff, so that was nice. But I don't know what build guide I'm gonna do next. I probably should make the Paladin build with the Armageddon Blade, but I'm just not a Paladin player. I gotta learn so much to do it. Was that the amplify damage one? I don't want to go all the way over there for it. Was it Cranium Bash? No. Is it? Cranium Basher's Thunderball or something, I think. Oh, there's Grand Charm. We'll take it. What is it? 39. I'm dying to see what this is. 32 Pierce. That's nice. Low ED, though. That's a shame. Maybe I put that on the Mercenary for more Pierce, more chance of proccing Amp. She will lose the DR and the little... She has Life Leech on her belt though, right? Yeah, but should probably use Raise... I don't know, I'm torn. I really should probably get her to 100% Pierce. I feel like maybe that might be better. I don't like Act 1 Mercenaries. Whenever I have Act 1 Mercenaries, I just hate putting stuff into them. They always just feel like an aura bot rather than doing anything important. I mean, they're obviously really good, though. Spire Town. Ondals, too. It's not terrible. I was hoping it was a G-face. Slam it, get a nice little cheeky 3-socket G-face. Puzzle box. Told you we were due. I guess I did say due for high rune. Close enough. Half a high rune. Roughly. Plus we're going to need it for the Nat Helm that I'm 0 and 6 on. Ooh, I hate this map. I guess it's actually not bad on this build because everything just runs to you. There's a lot of fast moving guys. Yeah, actually this isn't bad for this build. The layout could be better. It's just kind of annoying getting a full clear on this one. Maybe it's because I don't run this map enough. This map is... I hate this map on like range characters. All the little guys running around. The Hierophants off screenshotting stuff. Healing. The resurrecting. The Zealots are fast. And sometimes they just run away. Roadstone. We can slam stuff. Oops. Where even am I in the map? I'm not on the edge anymore. I can see that. Is this the boss area? Nope. I must be in the middle of the map. We need to find an edge. I think this is the edge now. I think we went from the right side of the map on the edge all the way to the left side. Alright, we're over halfway to 94. Still probably won't ever really get this to actually level 99 though. I don't know if I have it in me. It's a long grind, especially solo. Maybe I just need to find other players that want to do 99 private grind. It's just a lot of time. I do need to do it one day. I mean, I don't even remember what the level cap is in Diablo 4. Did that in Diablo 4. I level capped. Didn't level cap in Diablo 3 before they got added Paragons. I did not like Diablo 3. The highest I've ever gotten in Diablo 2 was in 1.10 maybe. Oh, my clones are dead. I think it was 97 on a sorceress before I burned out. I think it was either lightning or blizzard. I don't remember which one that sorceress was. Berserker Axe. It's what, Death's Cleaver or something, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. Put the storm shield in there, then we can pick it up. If I could click on it. Is it worth this ethereal? No. No, it was not. We got some juicy stuff to slam though. That G-Skull and the Storm Shield. They could both be nice. I do wish that ED was better on that G-Skull. That's a big downer. That Pierce is nice though. I'm getting hungry. I'd go for a burrito. Nice big burrito just sounds wonderful. Okay. Yeah, so if I'm live, feel free. Actually encourage it. Ask questions. There are no stupid questions. If I know the answer, I'll give you the answer. If I don't, I'll try to point you in the right direction of finding that answer. Same on any of the guides or videos I make. Ask in the comments. I'll try to get back to you with the info. Been trying to do a lot better with getting back to comments recently. I kinda took a pause on the YouTube thing for a while. But I'll eventually get back to you. Nowadays, I'm trying to get back within a day or two. There's a lot of cows on this one. There must have been a decent amount of density on that first map, or else this one's just juiced. Because this is just a summoner map. Oops, I don't want the 35. Where'd the 35 go? Need to find a better way to clear this map. I feel like this really is nice for a Whirlwind Assassin here. I think this is a tier 2. Problem is just the layout's so open, it's hard to get that true full clear. I really like the tomb, whole tune or something. I think I have the map on me. Nope, that's not it. I like the tomb one. The only downside is there's a bunch of quill rats, and I think there's a lot of physical immune in there, I think that's why I haven't run that one on here. Although I guess the physical immune probably doesn't matter too much with the Venom damage that we're running here. So I do run Venom or poison immune maps like sewers once in a while, and that's not bad. You do notice a little bit of the slowdown. My tiger's off again. There we go. At some point, I do want to switch into the Tyrael's Might build. But I'm really stubborn. I really want to get that Natalia's helmet the way I want it. I might just break down and buy the 3 socket and go back to Ravenfrost though at this point. It's getting frustrating, failing so many times on puzzling. Dang, there's so many monsters in this map. I might need to run these more. I do want to look at what the density was on this, because this seems insane density-wise. Yeah, it did look like I started on the right edge and then went all the way left like a dum-dum. Alright, this will be the last map. I got my friends coming back over. That's not gonna be right. Can I fit in here? And then there probably will not be a stream tomorrow. I don't know. Next time we'll get the live stream again. I need to focus and see how the quality actually looks after the fact and see what we're doing here. I'm stuck. There we go. That's good enough. Let's go slam stuff before I gotta hop off. Is this any good? Nope. And no good. That was not perfect. Don't care. That's another perfect. Yeah, Death's Cleaver, don't care. Alright, let's break our Storm Shield. Faster block rate. And we broke our G-Skull. But we did hit 3 sockets. Just not with the G-Skull. Alright guys, that is it for today. If you have any questions of the build or anything like that, hit me up on YouTube comments for the build section. There is a build for this exactly on the equipment I'm wearing for the most part. I think the mercenaries changed a little bit. Monday there'll be a Frost Nova Sorceress guide coming up using Skull Collector. So fun things coming in the future. Hopefully the stream was fun and entertaining for you guys. I'm going to take a look, see how the quality was, and see what I can do to tweak it with my internet. So we will try to do more in the future for live streams, but that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys had a good time, and I will talk to you guys later. Toodles.